Hi guys, it's Penelope here. I'm going to share with you some of our cool native Australian wildlife. With me here today I have a Murray-Darling carpet python. So obviously these guys are the non-venomous kind of snake. Now I'm going to go through a couple different features where you can see these things about them. So this one is specifically Morgan, our beautiful python. So pythons, at least in Australia, have one telltale feature to be able to differentiate them from venomous snakes, and that is their heat sensing organ. On the side of their face, if you can see those little lines, that's known as their labial pits. So that helps them to see the world pretty much like a thermal camera, helps them to hunt their warm-blooded prey, which is what they predominantly eat. Now these guys are native to South Australia and along the Murray-Darling Basin, hence their name. They're actually getting to the point where farmers are actually keeping them on their property because they are such good pest control, as their favourite food is non-native rats and mice. So these guys are really cool. If you're seeing this, you can see that he's licking out his tongue a lot. So that's him actually tasting the air. He has a special organ in his mouth called the Jacobson's organ, which is actually shared by cats and dogs. And it's a way for him to pretty much differentiate his food sources, which is really cool. Another really cool thing about snakes, so they have the misconception that they dislocate their jaw. That is not the case. They actually have special ligaments in their jaw to be able to open it so wide they can eat 5 times the size of their head. If you can also see on the back of his head there, they're always hard to move around, he's got that line, and that's where his jaw can actually split down the bottom. So what that means is they can actually move their jaw independently on either side, and they're actually able to walk their mouth over their prey, which is super duper cool. So thanks for coming out today, Morgan. So we saw before a python that eats warm-blooded prey. This one doesn't eat warm-blooded prey, but he is still a python. So this is one of our native Woma pythons, generally found in Central Australia. So if we look at his face, we can see that he doesn't have those labial pits. So he eats reptiles. This guy is an absolute reptile efficient eater. He can actually eat venomous snakes. The venom doesn't bother him with most of them, which is super cool. Great to have around that'll eat the venomous snakes, right? Except that they also actually eat and prey on the juveniles of their own species. So this one's closely related to the black-headed python, which is very commonly seen, and they will eat smaller versions of themselves. So the best tactic that they have in the wild is to grow big quickly. So these guys are ectothermic, which just means that they don't regulate their own body temperature. They're a little bit poikilothermic, which means that they actually get their heat source from other things. So that's why you often see snakes and lizards out on roads to warm up. So they'll sit in the sun first thing in the morning to heat up. These guys do actually often hunt at night time though. And they have, if I can angle him right, he has a funny shaped body. It's actually pretty strong on top. It's almost triangular in shape. And what that actually does is it makes it so that he can get through the soil really easily because he's in a very sandy habitat. So he's able to get through nice and easily due to that body shape, which is super duper cool. Thanks guys.